Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. Yeah, last session we have tried to add some caching here to some of the calculations. It's currently crashing. Before we continue with that, let's see if we need to attend some review here. I think it's always good to do a little bit of reviewing, even though it slows me down often enough. Let me see. Anything here? Maybe we test if the object is a tunnel and perform on capture only on the tunnels. Since they are a special case in this instance due to the tunnel system needing to be updated properly. The reason I used this is to avoid any chance of mismatch because it looks risky. The crash is avoided anyway with the edit, with a fix in tunnel tracker. Risky for any objects. Yeah. Okay, then let me take a look at this one again. And cleaning tidy. I think there are some string classes. There are string classes in WWE Vegas too. Yeah. Search for WWE string. WWE string. Yeah. String X. WWE string. String class. String class. Yeah. Search for WWE string.h. There are multiple. Okay. Not empty, yeah. Not empty. empty. Empty, yeah. Not empty. Okay, that looks good. So what did he do now? He did remove accidentally committed. What is this? Oh, he just added some additional ones. Okay. Okay, then this is approved. And then let's take a look at this one here. Designs thing for Clang Tidy to avoid conflicts when multiple checks would touch the same line. We're supposed to run it a second time. Okay. The ones that are not into it should be fixed now. Regarding this one, is this change complete, or is it still missing checks from files that previously failed on? Okay, this one is still wrong. Still missing 2 times. This one looks good. Still missing. Good. Is this change complete, or still missing edits? Okay, this one is... is this change complete, or did it not process some files? Some of the project files. matrix. Okay, this looks good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm surprised that it only touched so few files. Yeah, I would have expected more. The 3D matrix worlds. Yeah. Is this correct? Before there was no transpose here. Now there is. Okay. So it's shader manager. Yeah. Shader manager. Terrain text. Yeah. W3D water. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Looks like this indeed covers all. Okay. Fair enough. This is wrong. Transpose is inverse, right? Matrix transpose is inverse. Let me ask ChatGPT. is the transpose of a matrix synonymous for a invert of a matrix, inverse for inverse. No, transpose is not the same as inverse. Flip the matrix over its diagonal. The matrix Z, when multiplied by the original, gives the identity matrix. If the matrix is orthogonal, rotation matrices and other orthogonal transformations. Yes. I referred to a rotation matrix. D3dx matrix, well, it's 4x4 matrix. This matrix. Set transform. Transform. They can coincide. The matrix is orthogonal. Well, if it's not a rotation matrix, then what else? What is the difference between orthogonal and non-orthogonal? Orthogonal matrix. Transpose is also its inverse. Transformation that preserves lengths, no stretching or shrinking, preserves angles. Often represents rotations or reflections. That's what I mean, yeah. Orthogonal columns form an orthonormal set. metric that does not satisfy this. Does not preserve length or angles. Can stretch, shear, or distort space. But that's not what we do, yeah. Is this correct then? Considering we already transpose before, then this inverse is duplicating is transposing back. Did you test this code? Yeah, to me this looks suspicious. Like my suspicion is that the inverse is meant as a transpose, yeah. But since we do now the transpose here, then this would be like transposing it back, right? Which doesn't seem right. So I really am not sure if this is correct here. Yeah. There was a transpose here. Transpose. I could be mistaken. The matrix. Current view. It does a transform in here now. Okay. This one looks correct. These look correct here. So I think this is correct then, because this one has not been transposed, right? This one has been removed here, the render state view. Yeah, so I think this one is correct. Then there's only this question here. Get DX8 transform. So what did this do before? Where is it? Get DX8 transform. So this now does a, oh, there's still a cast here. That doesn't look right. There still is a reinterpret cast here. That looks fishy here. Same here. No, this one is fine. Yeah. I'm not sure about this here. Reverse. Matrix. Build matrix. Maybe add a function to get matrix, to get here. Maybe add another function to get here instead of doing this conversion. Was this inverse meant to be a transpose, or does it really want to do in the inverse here? This here on a in the dx coordinates. That is this goes into the right direction. Goes into the right direction, but it still looks like the arc works. Did you test this? Did you test the code path? Code path. Is the mass still correct? Good. What is this? Okay. Prevents a rare lockup that can occur within retail compatible path finding. There's also a small effect where I moved a few common constants out of functions into the CPP. The issue is due to pathfind cell and the open list having a link to a cell earlier in the list. Not an issue in external code and will be caught and cleaned up elsewhere. To prevent this lockup, we simply count the number of iterations and break the loop, as there are now a limited number of cells that the path finding will search. That's wild. Max adjustment cell counts. Max adjustment. Can do const expr const. Okay. Let's find cells per frame. 5,000. Let's see. And where does it break out? Cell count. Ah, here, right. Break. Okay. Seems fine. Yeah. Make save per second. Okay. Max says the try was 400, yeah. So where did these come from? Max. Add bug fix. What about this one here? That one is unused. Was it not? Ah, he moved it up. I see. Okay, I see. Okay. Let's find cells per frame. Looks good, yeah. Okay, good. Then let's get back to our problem. Good, so we have a crash because the code we added doesn't work correctly. Fantastic. What is the problem? Index 30. But you know what looks strange here? This looks strange. How did this ever work? This is correct. Why index time with? Is that correct? I'm curious about this. Yeah, that's weird. Why index time with? Huh. Okay, maybe this one here is wrong. Why? How about we say if this, then return. Good. Let's take a look at that. So, steps in here. Index is 0. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Missing texture. I guess that's bad. Yeah. I suspect that's bad. We did. Yeah. Okay, but does it still crash? No, it no longer crashes. Okay. Then how do we get those textures? Pmap. Can we do get textures? Get terrain texture. This one will load the texture, right? Let's see if that works. Okay, let's see if that will work. Terrain text. Blah, blah, blah. What's up with this loop here? Terrain text, okay, that has allocated the texture. Yeah, base text height, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we step in here. And you. Okay, so we definitely get some values now. No? Okay, so it does some check for excessive heights. Yeah. Let's check this one here. Stretch it for cliff. Okay, this looks promising. The code is quite complicated. I have no idea what's going on here, but looks like we don't care. Yeah. Good. Alpha, blah, need flip false, okay. Okay, it is doing something, so let's hope it's all good. Now, regarding this -1 here, I think what we should do is we should take this guy and we should put this in here. Make sure we have textures. So basically, I wonder, like, what is the range to iterate? Because here it stops at -1. Why? It doesn't do the last row and column. Why? Self flip state. Self flip state. Where is it allocated? Num bytes x. What is this? Huh. Okay. Self flip state, self cliff state. Flip slide. This cliff state, where is this being created? Here. So it looks like we have some duplicate information here in the cliff, self flip state and cliff state. This one already saves what we also save here in this boolean here, I think. Stretch for cliff, flip for blend, stretched for cliff. I don't know. I think we don't care. Stretch for cliff. Good. Set cliff state. What is this? I have no idea what's going on here. Uh, huh, let's ignore this. Okay, so what we now need is a... First, let's test that things work normally, because we did change a bit of stuff, right? Let's see. We don't yet use the pre-computed stuff, but we did make some other changes where we changed the meaning of what the index actually represents, which I'm still not sure if we touched all the correct things. But hopefully we did. Okay, let's load a map. Okay, looks normal to me. Yeah. Okay, cool. I assume we didn't break anything. Let me match this change that we did there with the this one. So we did this here, yeah. This. And then this here. This. this get UV data. This function is get UV for blend. Get UV for blend. So it's 1780. Okay. Maybe we should return where these were previously. Yeah. Let's reset this. So the worry here is this one function, I think. Let me review this one more time. So this one does X, Y, render extra blend tiles. Additional terrain paths, extra blend tiles. Draw start. I think here we also need to add the stuff. Oh no, this one didn't have it, right? This one didn't have it. Let me double check again. So, world height map. So, it was removed from get UV data and get alpha UV data. These two. So that means this one here is no concern. Only get alpha UV data. That one is a concern. This one is correct. This one is correct. because we added that. This one we did touch, and this one is also correct now. This one is compiled out, so probably don't care. Yeah. I think we don't care about this. This one is a question mark. Yeah, that I don't know. Is this ever called, this function? This one is correct. This one is compiled out. Yeah. Yeah, it's only this project shadow which I'm not sure about. Let's check that again. Refactor. How about we do? We change this. We flip this into 2. Let me unstage this. Unstage. Because it gets a bit messy here. Fix a bunch of spelling mistakes in height map classes, height map files. Okay, and then we do this again. These guys. Otherwise, it's a bit messy. There we go. Set it. Looks like it's not much. Fix messed up indexing in world height map UV data and this one. Let's call it bonkers. Bonkers indexing. Just temporary names. Yeah, good. Commits. Okay. And then next step, compile and so I want to see if the project in shadow code hits or not. Yeah. Solo, skirmish. Yeah. Looks like it doesn't hit. Projected shadow. Render projected terrain shadow. Shadow projection. Shadow projection. Let's load this test map with all the units. Let's get the terrain decal. I don't know what this is here, the shadow projection, how to trigger it. Shadow projection. I don't know. I don't know how to get this projected shadow. There's another one here. Projection of geometry into a texture. Can be applied to on a plane horizontal on model Z-axis. All trees could use the same shadow, even with slightly different color. Let's load some trees. Manic aggression. Manic aggression, there we go. I don't know how this code will hit. Maybe it never hits. No, if we break something, we'll see. Yeah. Good. Then good. Good. Now the next big step is to do where are we? View to height map. Height. Where's the height map? World height map here. So get precached UV data. And that means we don't use full tile. We take this away. Yeah. How about we do? bool m full tile. Full tile false. Full high tile, and then we do pre-computes, pre-compute, full tile, full tile. Then we use let's pre-computed. Then here we simply do. I mean, it's kind of silly, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay for now. Let's put this above here. And then here we do let's move it behind. Let's see. Good, then we do a debug, set crash, full tile equals full tile. Pre-computed data does not match requested data. Okay, and then we do index. This is the index. Get pre-computed, and then oh, where is this? Oh, why is this up here? Who puts the class members variables at the top? That doesn't make any sense. Good, so put this here. And then tile index. Index. return false, return then here we do a mem copy, then copy you size of you, but isn't that a pointer? Const expr size t I equals size of you. Let's stop debugging. Oh. 4. Yeah, that's incorrect. So it takes a pointer. What happens if we do array size? It's still a pointer. It's not an array. Then we do size of float times 4. How about we do this one here? Hold on. Let me do UV data const. I think we can also make it a const function. So data.u and then size of data.u. I think that will work, right? Const expr size t I equals size of data u. There should be 16, right? Yeah. Okay. Then we do this u v and data that. There we go. Okay, that looks fast and efficient. Then we add the same kind of function for the other guys here. This one gets pre-computed this one, and same here gets pre-computed this one. Good. Then we create these guys down here. We should also make them consts. Okay, and the other one is at here. Okay, and there's the word height map. Boom, done. Okay, then we go in here and we copy this junk. Then we go to height map. No, where's it? Here. Pre-computed. There we go. And we drop that in here. And then we do blah, 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 data. So this one will be for extra alpha data cache data, extra alpha UV data, So we have this, we have alpha, and alpha, and size of alpha, please. Alpha, and we have flip equals data.flip for blend, and cliff stretch for cliff, and return. What does it return? Need flip. Return true. Return false. Return. This one returns something else here. What does this return? Doesn't say. It returns false when it doesn't exist. Then we say bool exists. Get extra exists. Let me say here the data dot exists. This one returns nothing. Okay. These things are set up quite chaotically. Yeah. Good. Let's get back there. Yeah. So that means we say here data. We say if data exists, if not exists, then return false. You can also say false capital. Okay, get pre-computed. Okay, that looks correct. Yeah. Is anyone ever calling this thing with null arguments? No, that would crash. Okay. Then this one looks good to me. Then regarding this one here, this one doesn't return anything. Okay, then let's remove this here. Let's do a plus plus. Then let's do a, I think we can delete these guys here. Good. Then the pre-computed stuff. Pre-computed UV data. And we also do a return false here. And then we also need to check something here again. Hold on. Pre-computed. Here, get UV data. Okay, it's guaranteed to always have data. Yeah, should be okay. Okay, looks like we use a lowercase fonts here. Good, let's make a copy here. Okay. Okay, looks like we do use lowercase here. Okay, then let's go in here. Nope. There we go. So that's the last one. That one is UV. Hold on. That's okay. Yeah. So here we have alpha. There we go. Da-dum, da-dum. Okay, data. Alpha. UV data. Okay, so then here we also have alpha. Then we have flip equals flip data dot flip blend. Okay, and return. We don't do a return. Need flip. Are you missing anything? Alpha, UV, flip for blends. Return. Let's do else. Flip false. Blend. Good, here we do a memset. Memset U 0 size of floats times 4 v okay, flip courtesy I think we can do the same. Courtesy. Sets. Data UV. Size of float times 4 UV and UV 0. Do the same here. So here, if data exists. So if data exists, get the same. Alpha some bytes. Flip false, cliff false. This one is return true. Okay. Okay. I think that looks fine. Then extra UV return else. Instead of courtesy, let's write fill data for courtesy. Good. Yeah. And now the question is, what happens if we call these guys? So for starters, let's do it in here. Get pre-computed this. By the way, did we merge this here? I hope not. We might did that. Oh, we did. Let me revert that. Where's it? Yeah. There we go. Good. So now the moment of truth. Will this work? I don't know. If it does, then this will be fast. If it does not, then we will need to investigate what is wrong. Okay, but it looks promising. It looks like it should pick up now this pre-computed data instead of recalculating it every time anew, right? Let's see. That looks promising. Let's load a map. Oh, this map is good. Oof. Okay, we have some bugs here. Okay, but it doesn't look too bad. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, okay. Okay, I wonder how that happened. Well, there certainly is a glitch, but it's not persistent. Okay, let's exit and do it again. Let's restart the game. I don't know why that happens, but we no longer see it. Strange. Okay, but it looks promising. The height map looks as usual. Now, does the terrain deformation still work? I think that's an interesting question. Yeah. Does it then need to recompute or something? Yeah. seems okay. Yeah. Okay, I don't see any issues. Just works. Okay, that's cool. Then maybe we can also replace it for more things. There are some other call sites that also uses. Right. Okay, but that's pretty cool. It's very, very efficient. Okay. Good. Then I will end it here. I think that was a good session. So we implemented pre-computation for the UV data, which should save, a lot of time when scrolling around and when refreshing the whole height map where it is most costly. Right, so if we now do this up and down, it should already be a bit faster, but still slow. Yeah, there's still work to do. Okay, but it already looks promising. We are making progress here. That's good. We have a plan. That's also good. There were enough times when I had no plan what to do. Now I have a plan. That's good. All right. Step by step. Then I will stop debugging here. The next session, we also replace other call sites with these new pre-computed functions and test that again. And then we can make a commit for that. And then the next one was this normalization can also be pre-computed. Yeah, this stuff here, yeah. So this one is also expensive. Okay, cool. All right, then I will end here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.